And we're going to see, we give him some homework every week. And the homework last week was to prepare for Singleton and to look at making a deck with the Pay Font of Agonies, I think, was the card. So I'm going to open up Skype here, and we'll get Jay in on the call and see what the decks we have are.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Jay. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today.
Thank you. Quite well. I'm actually super excited about this. I had a serious breakthrough in the Font of Agonies at about 5 a.m. this morning. And so I spent from like 5 a.m. till 10:30 working on it. But we'll hold that for a bit.
Okay.
But I did 7-2 a tournament with the Font of Agonies deck.
Wow, 7-2. Impressive.
Yeah, I can't complain. I mean, it plays really sweet. I mean, I'm not sure it's actually going to be an A caliber deck, but it's a really good B and a blast.
Nice.
But we've got a couple of Singleton decks before we go there. So this was actually somewhat easy homework on the Singletons because I played in the previous Singleton format.
Ah, so you had some stuff ready.
I had 2 decks ready to go, both of which did pretty well. Start with the green-black, which I believe is the weaker of the 2.
Okay.
And they're both up on Goldfish?
Yeah, I have them on Goldfish, and I'm going to offer that, but I'm also going to set it up. I'm going to add this to my Stream Decker, so you should be able to see it through Stream Decker in a minute. Give me 1 second on that. Gonna add a new deck.
So while you're bringing up the black-green, I'll sort of go into the theory behind it.
Sure.
So it's, it's a Singleton deck, and it's black-green was kind of one of the first places that I looked for because there were so many choices. You could build most of the black-green combo stuff just because there's a ton of redundancy. I mean, it doesn't really matter which Explorer guy you use. The problem is, of course, there's some choke points like Wild Growth Walker. And the way you go about handling that is hopefully using cards that let you search through your deck. I mean, even some really weird ones work remarkably well. So putting those into the deck, I think like Adventurous Impulse and things like that, can help you find your key creature. And, there's enough redundancy. It makes for a solid deck.
Okay.
And this deck's good. It's not off the charts, but if you're really into black-green, it's worth a play and a look-see. The blue-white's the one that I believe is probably the strongest.
Okay, well, let's start with the black-green. Okay, I have it as the
Brewing Optimal BG Singleton.
Yeah, I have it as the so here's a link to it in Stream Decker, and it's also should be able to do this now and get this Stream Decker working. Maybe I don't know how to use Stream Decker. In any case, there's a link, and we'll do an import now and get it going in here.
I really enjoy the Singleton format because it's a tad bit slower, so it allows for more flexibility in what you're designing.
It is kind of like constructed limited, right? Because you don't get the copies of a given sweet card to like really build around it, and so it ends up being limited, like in my experience, where you're just trying to pick best stuff in colors for the most part and maybe have some synergies going on, but it's tough to be too synergistic when you're only allowed 1 copy of each, right?
I agree, and I think it's just so much fun because you have to really work to get the right synergies. I mean, you have to use some really off-the-wall creature tutors in order to be able to use the Explore stuff and things.
I'm going to switch to our paid account so that if we need any of these cards, we can just expend the wild cards without sweating it.
I'm hoping you have, a copy of everything, because obviously it's not more than one of any rare.
Yeah,
Or-
we should probably have. You're probably right. In fact, maybe I even had it on the other account, but we'll play here just to be sure. Looks like, yeah, wait, where'd it go? We must have everything. Yeah, because here it is, right? I think this. Nope, that can't be it. That's not Singleton. Maybe I lost my.
Deck 3, did it import wrong?
Oh, maybe does it have a hybrid card in it? Yeah, it's just got a hybrid that confused me, that's all. I saw the blue and didn't think this was the deck we were talking about, but it just had a hybrid. So we'll go ahead and craft all. Oh, not enough wild cards. Let's see, what are we missing? This has got sideboard, no sideboard, so it's just the Deadeye Tracker and Journey to Eternity. So we really just have 0 rares is the problem. Let's go buy some packs. We could just War of the Spark a bunch. How about 45 War? Or do we want something we don't have as much of? Let's see. RNA isn't completed on this account. Maybe I'll do this. I can do this. We're doing Singleton first, I think, and then we'll check out the font deck. Or... Now we're pretty flush. In fact, I may even just wait. Yeah, we have enough to complete. I'll worry about those other 5 packs some other time. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's go back to deck building. Forgot to move my scene. Oh, no, we said that wasn't it. It's this one. All right. We'll finish that deck. We're going to name it something better. We'll call it a Golgari Singleton. Here we go. 61 cards is a Schneider special. I don't advise it at home.
I really do look just for you to try and trim, but I just can't force myself to cut something that's clearly wrong just to meet an arbitrary number.
I wouldn't say it's arbitrary. Just to... I appreciate your logic, which is that if you don't know what the final cut should be, and you know that you're looking at a bunch of stuff that you kind of think ought to be 4 ofs, and you can't just quite find, or it needs to be a 3 of. You don't want to go to 2 or whatever. Oh yeah, I have a thing on that here that I can. This is Jay Schneider. Let me get his name on screen. Battlefield, and there. Anyway, the idea is that Jay feels like making a mistake of choosing the wrong final cut is more harmful to your win percentage than the percent chance that having a 61st card creates a situation where you didn't draw perfectly or something. If you want to add to that, feel free, Jay. I don't want to speak for you.
Summary, 60 cards is not what we're trying to optimize. And I'm trying to optimize getting the right number of the right cards and the right mana ratio.
I didn't look too closely at this. One of the things I like about Singleton is just, yeah, you're going to play what you get. Again, it's going to be less synergistic in general, and it's going to be more about the, 34 to 40 most powerful cards you have in the colors you've chosen.
And also having a good shape. Notice you're hitting a pretty smooth curve here.
Right. We could take out the Deep Root Waters with a trophy, but that seems early. We can just play Vivian. Let's do Vivian.
It's going to be challenging for him to get a whole lot of... I mean, there are plenty of merfolk, but it's going to be... I'd rather kill the one good merfolk he has.
Do you like digging for stuff, or just upping Vivian here?
I like digging immediately here.
Okay.
You fight like a city brat.
What do we need? We do need a 5th land and even a 6th with
You can't take
Lily.
the land.
Oh, that's right. I think that's terrible design. Like you show me everything and it makes me think I'm supposed to take anything.
Yeah, you're supposed to take the Massacre Girl, who is an amazing card.
Yeah.
Just absolutely amazing. The number of games she wins for you.
Certainly, she seems like Plan A right now. And there's the land for her. Now we want to protect Vivian, though. So we'll go up.
The mysteries of life are endless.
And
The other nice thing is he doesn't, or the Alpo doesn't know if you're going to be playing an instant out.
yeah, we don't even need to cast our creatures here because they have flash. So we can... We could send and offer this trade, but I think Massacre Girl's gonna make all that moot anyway. I'm just gonna stay back. Massacre Girl at instant speed is particularly gross. Gotta say. And if we can get through this...
the 5/4 is kind of awesome, too, that you've got in your hand.
Yeah. And then we may be playing here. Although the 5/4 is dead to Massacre Girl. If we have to run that out.
Yeah. Better to do what you can and get the each card advantage. And it just keeps getting bigger.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'll switch the Twitch title after this game if you can remind me, or if somebody can remind me again. Or at least when I get to a less intense spot, I want to make sure I don't screw this up. So we could save Lily by playing the Lich, but then we lose Lich to the Massacre Girl. But
Don't forget
sorry, not
that
Lily.
she actually she can get Lily back if she strikes through.
Who? I'm sorry, I meant to say Vivian.
On the Lich.
Yeah. Yeah. So it goes. Planeswalker 2. Okay. That's true.
But we don't need to. I mean, you're just Massacre on your turn, and it's a Massacre.
It is. Let's just. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep Vivian around now. We do this. We get to block. Vivian survives, and then we Massacre Girl, and the Lich goes away. But I just like
that, huh?
rebuilding with Vivian seems great. Obviously, gonna attack because we're massacring before.
You didn't want to give vigilance first.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It doesn't really matter because the Lich is just going to die. Everything's going to die. That's why I didn't think it through that way, because all I want is the loyalty counter. The vigilance and reach is less relevant.
Have you ever lost a home?
It just made it look more believable if you kept the 5/4 back also. I mean, or kept it untapped.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty believable for me to misplay wildly, so, you know, it's right on point, right on brand. I think we're getting a scoop here. I should have just played Massacre Girl in response to the Hidama's climb so that they wouldn't think so hard about this attack.
There is a hint of slow playing them here. The best part about Massacre Girl is the effect that goes on. It's almost its own special animation.
Oh, let me tell you, I have PTSD with it. I had a game that, like, we were playing, like, green-white proliferate in War Limited, and just had the perfect curve out. Like, it was the dream draw up. If we stacked our deck, we wouldn't have stacked it any differently. And I was like, the only thing that could screw this up is a Massacre Girl. They untap, play Massacre Girl, and I just put my head on my desk for like 5 minutes as it resolved all of its death and destruction. Right, now I'm going to remember to do this.
Continue, you've got Mending also in your hand.
Yeah. I should start here, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tick this up.
There's wonder in a blade of grass.
And are you saying Mending now?
Sure, see what you might get.
All right.
You put 2 in
we at least get Store of back. Ooh, I like Beast Whisperer. That seems fun. Although I could have Store of to get Beast Whisperer back, but I'm also, especially in this kind of event, folks, I'm gonna be extra punty because I don't sweat it when there's no gems in the line. Like, to me, this is fun time.
But it was nice for you to be able to see how well the deck can perform.
Yeah, this is really humming along here. No, the Massacre Girl would have killed everything. Basically, if the board is full and there's like a 1 toughness and a 2 toughness creature, everything's gonna die. Like, you just need a chain up. If there's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. You know, like, basically, if there's a line of things that are gonna die, oh yeah, I'm definitely not playing Optimal, that's for sure. But we could do... Let's just do Store of. Get Store of back. And Beast Whisperer seems fun. But they didn't put it there, right? I mean, we saw where the counter was going. If they had put it somewhere weird, we would have Massacre Girled in response to that. We got to see where the counter was going. We didn't have to guess. Oh, I screwed up again with this. We might want to minus anyway. Although it feels like we just can't lose from here unless they play a bounce everything type effect.
How would you lose there?
I don't know. It resets stuff enough that maybe they come up with something. I'm just saying that's where it would start. I don't even know how that leads to a win, but I figure that's where it would start. And I'll offer for the Trickster here. I guess maybe we were trying to get this up above into lifelink range. So I'm going to say no attack. We'll be patient. I think we got this one sewn up pretty good. Oh, let's not end our turn before doing something with Vivian. You can have reach.
I've seen puppies whine less than you.
And I forgot my own flash creatures here. There was no need to cast the Beast Whisperer unless we thought it was important to give it vigilance and reach, which is obviously not the case. We at least get Wild Growth Walker from our Mending. I think if we can just survive until Mending goes to Chapter 3, then it's going to be hard to lose because we've got a couple lands in here. Then we can find Finality. Was that already on? I thought we were on Chapter 2. Maybe I forgot the first one. Okay. Well, so we just have Lily or Find Finality right here. I think Find Finality is where we want to go. Just kill everything but the Tempest Caller, have a reasonably big Massacre Girl. Or we could just get this. Is it Power and Toughness? Power and Toughness, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
all roads lead to you winning. So.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this though. I'm gonna do this. And yeah, let's take it. Let's go ahead and put it on the army token. I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. That way he gets lifelink.
Yeah, I'll get lifelink next turn. And we can find broker. That actually, you know, having the Massacre Girl in the graveyard is decent with find broker because we can redo that. For some reason, I've tried to get Stream Decker to be able to show it to you, but maybe I don't understand the Stream Decker command. But certainly, if you're looking for a link, I can just give you this one.
I suspect Oppo scoops when you play Liliana.
Well, do we want, like...
Or...
What are we going to do with Lily? It's just like...
Sure, you swing first anyway.
Yeah.
Get the lifelink.
I guess we just trophy this now. Although we can let him block and then get the other token.
On him,
yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It's just a token, but I guess it's... They would chump anyway, might as well let him... I don't think it matters. I think if we do it before or after, they're still going to put the 1-1 in front of the 6-6. Oh, that's true. It was a card draw. We're fine. I'm again being lazy not only for the stakes, but because of how far ahead we are. What is? I don't even know what land I have over there. This doesn't matter because we're gonna trophy. Then I like Lily because we get to plus on the empty board. And you're right, this probably garners a scoop. We'll see.
My army will envelop you. Good help is easy to find in war.
Homework this week was Singleton decks and Blood... Font of Agonies. Font of Agonies. Alright, they're sticking with it. They're not going to give up.
Rise!
I'm going to do this. So many choices. I'm just going to be straightforward here. This becomes a creature, right? So let's... mobilize here. Sure. Play this.
You're gonna have to work hard to trigger that.
Yeah. All right, that was so overwhelming. Even I couldn't screw it up. I think I already I spun our gold earlier. Let's play another one with this.
It's fun. I mean, that's one of the great things about it.
Seems quite keepable.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, scriptures even. So this we can go Walker into Journey into Beast Whisperer, and then maybe scriptures and intentionally kill our own Walker to flip the Journey?
I would certainly drop out the Walker here. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to predict too far on this one.
I just like to set up a possible line so that people will start thinking about that, and then we can adjust.
If he's saying white weenies, the scriptures should hurt him pretty badly.
Yeah. And we can play Blast Zone to get the journey going, but then we don't have a 4 for sure because we got a tap land. I think I'd rather just play the tap land.
I'd play the tap land. Well, don't forget, this scriptures keeps one of your creatures.
Right. And so what I'm thinking is I like the idea of keeping the Whisper and using the Walker to trigger the Eternity. We could also just I mean, they might scoop to a friction scriptures right here. But I'm greedy. I'm going to do this.
I would drop the scriptures, but yeah, whatever you play.
I like it. No, we're gonna destroy it. This is gonna be amazing. I want to set it up so they just flat scoop to the scriptures. Such that I almost just want to wait till next turn. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Like I said, maybe this is super greedy, but again, this is where I have fun. I get to have fun. They could do something that just kills us before we get to go off, but I like trying to go off next turn.
Actually, Liliana's a combo with that as well.
Mm-hmm. It might be greedy because Scriptures is a delayed wrath. It's not like we get to wipe their board next turn, but we have enough ground defense that I think we can survive. So taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then next turn we have to chump something. But our Scriptures gets bigger, so we actually don't. It'll be okay. The Pride Mate might have to be chumped, though. We'll see.
So the reason there's no soul salvage is it's more of an issue of tempo here. You only lose by getting rough. That's the primary way you lose.
All right. I was too greedy, and we're gonna lose. That's okay. I have no regrets. This is exactly how I like to play these types of formats. I like it when I can go for fun over pure optimization. Because then that
you don't have to lose if you don't want to.
Well, let's see. How do we not lose here, though? We get 3 back from here.
So 3 back from there. Oppo has a 1. It's not efficient to kill the 1/1. You probably
2, 3, 4, 5,
can
6,
get
7.
The Planeswalker gives you a 3/3 blocker and 3 life.
So then, yeah, okay, we can survive at 1.
Planeswalker first.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go like this.
No, cast Nissa first.
Right.
But don't forget to manually tap your land.
Yeah, I
mess it up.
gotta leave the forests. Wait a sec. Okay, just making sure I had the card read and understood. Oh, we can't target our own lands because of Atomic. That's funny.
Oh.
But we still get the extra life, and it might work. Maybe they'll come at us for, or maybe they'll come at Nissa. But yeah, she has a useless plus, unfortunately, for us. Yep, they got it. If we were playing a tournament, I would have not waited on the Scriptures. I went for the fun blowout and got punished. You want to switch or do another one of this? Let's do another. There's so much going on in these Singleton decks. You can play them. I mean, that's the kind of the fun of the format. It's Commander-like that way, where your games play out differently every time because there's so many unique cards in your deck. Except that looks awfully familiar.
I've seen this hand before.
Yeah. I do think mono red and mono white are great starting points for this format as well. Pretty easy to build. You can just cruise through your cards and pick anything that looks like it supports a aggro mono strategy.
The only reason that I gravitated towards 2 colors was I didn't quite feel there were enough cards of high enough caliber. I just had to dip down a little bit too low.
We talked about the 61 before, Tron. That's a nod to Jay preferring to worry about making sure the right cards are in the deck at the right quantities, as opposed to whether or not it's exactly 60, 61, whatever. Incubation Druid or Start the Invasion?
Incubation Druid.
Yeah. Because then we get Invasion and Walker next turn. Well, not if we don't draw an untapped land, but...
Or you just drop a salvage, which oddly puts a token on a counter on the Druid.
If we drop the Scriptures, you mean?
The Scriptures puts a counter on Incubation Druid.
Yeah, that's right.
See, those are the combos you just can't plan.
Right. Hey, we did find the land we needed, so we can do that play. I like it. We won't mess around this time. See if Oppo has some bounce. Mono blue often does, especially when you're... I thought about mono blue, but it's like... The deck is so heavily dependent on Curious Obsession, I didn't feel like it was a good choice. But Oppo making it easy.
Even if he does have a bounce, I'm not sure what he bounces.
Yeah, Scriptures just does it again. Maybe they're just trying... That would help him race.
We get so much mana off of the Incubation Druid here.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Let's go... 3... Boom.
Oh.
Boom. Right? Because then we...
Oh yeah, you generated.
Then we get Nissa, and then Nissa gets extra mana, and we can play the Walker.
Absolutely. That's correct. I was misreading it.
We will not fail.
And I'm going to animate the swamp so that our forests can continue to tap for value, and let's go get another one. I did complete the double-decker draft rules. Let me get those. Hey, God Pharaoh. I sent it to Marshall, but apparently he put the show up so fast it was too late even to get into the show notes. But the link there is to the double-decker draft format I described on Limited Resources this week. Okay, where are we at? Let's see, we can make 1, 2, 3, 4... We could untap, make 5, 6, 7. We could get as 7, 8. We could get as many as 10 mana this turn.
You could activate the Memorial to Unity right here.
Yes, we could do that.
Because, hey, you've got the mana for it, and, you know. Although, of course, it does throw away a 3/3, but...
That's alright, I like it. Fancy play syndrome.
Be wary of ground to walk on.
Can you put the enchantment on it? Wait. If you can put the enchantment on it and then sack it.
Then we got the value. Alright, let's do that.
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot to update the info as well. Okay, resolve that, resolve that. God Eternal seems fine. Collect some pelts. And no attacks, though. We can play the invasion, though. Do that as well. Alright. No attacks, and then I'm going to go make some tweaks here. I wanted to change the title of the stream to reflect what we're doing.
This is Singleton, Vapor.
All right, now my stream is updated. Ooh, nice. They took our planeswalker. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The elements.
All right, that's a nice draw. Let's see. Do we take out Oketra temporarily? Or not Oketra, Kefnet? We could just Bantu, sack some stuff, even sack... Let's see, this gets a creature back to battlefield, and we don't have anything to do for that. Cycling through a Chupacabra with this could be good, though.
Mm-hmm. I think Chupacabra and killing the god is a good
Yeah,
start.
Chupacabra, kill god.
It's also a good way to start pumping the pelt.
Yeah. They are protecting that god, so we're not going to attack, but we can Bantu. So I guess we Bantu and Chupacabra. Alright, what all do we sack? Definitely an army token.
Yeah, the army token.
Maybe even the invasion, just to get two. I don't know if it's... I don't think this is going to do that much the rest of this game. So it seems like
that's fair.
turning it into a card seems fair. I also like that for the walker.
I would not get rid of the walker.
You wouldn't? What kind of explore do we have?
You have about 4 or 5 explorers and about 3 or 4 tutors.
Okay. Do you like anything else? I mean, we could just sack the Chupacabra now.
I would say you have to sack them immediately. I'd sack the Chupacabra, the invasion, the army, and the invasion. I'll give you 3 cards.
I also have a forest selected for sacrifice. I think we have enough
Oh,
land.
no, don't sacrifice the forest. You need them.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because you need to sacrifice the other one to search in your deck.
All right. I'll trust you.
Just draw 3. That should be plenty. So you're going to use all your mana and then some.
That's true. Especially bringing back Choopy Choops. That's going to cost us 6 of our land, effectively, since we can't tap that for mana in that case. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana total. So we can go 6 to bring Choopy, and then Ranger or Invasion. And yes, Vaporkin, we did 7-win previously, and yes, I am using a better microphone than Jay, I believe. So that's just a microphone difference. so it goes.
Oh, I didn't realize my mic was coming through poorly.
It's coming through fine. It's just that against more, you know, because you're using your built-in webcam mic, right?
No, I'm using a specific mic, a dedicated one.
Okay. I got a Blue Yeti that's doing good work, I think, and maybe I don't know what this attack is about. Are we afraid of blocking for some reason? What is this attack about? Any ideas?
That makes little to no sense. I'll find out, though.
Blue? I don't know how blue punishes us for this block, but let's find out. Ah, they really just wanted that Reaver. Okay. Oh, also, was it indestructible? How did it get indestructible? Oh, did they? Because they minused. Never mind. I was talking with Jay and didn't see that they minused Nissa, so that's what happened.
I was wondering why they minused Nissa.
So we're back. We're gonna follow through on the plan. We need black. Bunch of black. And this to... Oh yeah, we still have... Yep, we still have that. Okay, just want to make sure we still had Ranger mana. Actually, just going to take out the Djinn. It's actually bigger than Kefnet right now and goes away forever.
I concur.
And let's get some life back. That's a graveyard card at this point in the game, but we will keep her. Oh, it's 3, so maybe that's not amazing, but sacking our own permanents to draw is good here for us. And we have attacks. We do have Bantu attacks. But that's it. And if they want to double, we can trade off gods. Is that good for us? Yeah, that's fine for us.
And it helps pump our pelt collector.
Yep. That was good enough for Oppo. So we're like 3-0 here. Even with my loose play, or did we lose ones? No, we lost because of my super loose play. But I think we would have won that if I had taken the game like seriously instead of trying to be greedy for greed's sake. All right, let's try the other one. Yeah. So now we're gonna.
The blue-white's even more fun, I think.
Now we're gonna look at the blue-white deck to share that with you all chat-wise. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna switch the Stream Decker to that deck. All right, Stream Decker is switched, and we're gonna. Did I already import it? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I'm gonna export to Magic Arena from here. The import. And see what we're missing. Only a common and a mythic. Not bad, not bad. All right, what do we got going on here?
So this is a blue-white control, but with some interesting creature choices. It actually has a little bit of creature game.
Okay.
But non-traditional creatures mostly.
Uh-huh. You see that mono-red Singleton deck there? That's just one I threw together of just going through the red cards and picking ones I didn't think sucked.
Mm-hmm. And that's where it started.
Oh, I was wondering if I misspelled Azorius, but then stopped caring and moved on. Looks quite keepable.
The Compass is actually one of my favorite cards. I feel like it didn't get the play that it deserved.
It's pretty. It reminds me of thawing glaciers. You know, it's pretty slow, but it's card advantage, undeniable card advantage over time.
Yeah, sort of this Thawing Glaciers Maze of It combo. Anyway, it's great value in this format.
Yeah, and with Cleansing Nova in hand, I'm going to go for it now and see if we can't have the green deck dump a bunch of creatures before we blow it all up. And Thematic Compass makes sure we don't miss our lands to get there. We just have to not die in the short term. Oh, that's too bad. Cleansing Nova does not kill Domri. Gonna have to actually apply some pressure to pull that off. Well, we can draw a sure land, or we can try to draw a land, or we could play Narset and see what they want to do about that. Kind of like Fibblethip try to find a land.
I think Fibblethip's a fine choice.
Because then they can't, it at least blocks the elves.
Yeah, and it makes them feel really uncomfortable. Nobody likes attacking that guy.
Should have Fibblethiped first, apparently. Then we could play this and have 4 mana next turn. Wonder what they're going to get here. Not surprising. That's a great dino. And a great dino to play into the Forerunner of the Empire. Doesn't matter too much to us. Now we have Compass for our 5th and certain land, so we're just going to pass here. And they get to keep Domri, and they're going to get a card back off of Ripjaw, so this isn't the most blowouty Cleansing Nova, but it will reset things.
It'll reset things, and you'll be in condition to have the maze up and going.
Yeah.
I was raised by wolves, though they might have also just been big dogs.
Wait. I mean, there's an argument even for creating Oketra, but this is just going to draw too many cards, so let's just get rid of it all. Yeah, Pauper's gone. Singleton and Pauper never overlapped as far as I know.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Commence the endgame for a 6/6 in the face of a 5/3 seems fine. Let's just try to get him with that.
And don't forget it pumps itself when it attacks.
Oh, it does? Let's see. I should read cards.
It's also a super elf fatties.
But just 6/4, right? So they trade?
Correct.
Do we want to make that trade? The other option would be to play...
It also draws you 2 cards, so I would do it.
Yeah, let's just do that. I don't know if there are enough cards in the system to do Singleton Pauper. I'm kidding, there are, but you know, you're going to get pretty far deep in the barrel making that deck. Let's see. Got 1, 2, 7. We can go a Ketra Hero.
Seems good.
Seems good.
And don't forget your maze is gonna activate this now.
Yep. Maze of Ith online. Fast food power rankings. Boy, that's a race to the bottom. I mean, I don't mean to be snobby. I eat fast food all the time. I just recognize how just ultimately awful it is. I haven't been to a McDonald's for years. Locally, I mean, it depends on if you're talking about national chains. The big, like, there's a local chain called Taco Del Mar that is my favorite local fast food Mexican. But I actually don't mind Taco Bell. A lot of people mock Taco Bell, and I don't pretend that it's legit Mexican food in that way, but I do think I like it. I just tend to like what the mix that they have over burger stuff for the most part. If I'm gonna have a burger, I tend to go to Wendy's, I suppose. Yeah, Wendy's is my favorite of the massive burger chains. But in the local area, like if you're willing to be loose about what you consider fast food in terms of just like food you can get quickly in the local area, Seattle's seems like every region in the world really, but even like different cities and different regions in America in the US have different street food. Like what's the bargain street food that you get in that area, like in San Diego it's taco trucks, right, or whatever, but in Seattle it's like teriyaki. Like teriyaki is the Seattle fast food staple, and I love teriyaki, so that's a fun thing to do. Okay, as far as what we're doing here, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna play Narset, and if we do this, we're gonna lose out on getting Oketra back. So maybe that wasn't correct. If I want Oketra back, I'm gonna leave up everything else. And yeah, I'm not gonna use Narset because I don't want to send Oketra elsewhere. We've got Settle and got Compass, or rather Maze of Ith, effectively.
And you have a negate in case they have something sneaky.
Mm-hmm. I do have a soft spot for Dick's as well, the local burger chain. It's one of those, like, why do people, that weird attraction you have to your local burger place, even though it's not really that much better or any better than anything else, but it's just got a sentimental soft spot, so I like a Dick's cheeseburger. No, it's literally D-I-C-K-S, and the jokes are nonstop.
Wild beasts are bringing your comeuppance.
Yeah, the bag of dicks jokes are rampant. I'm gonna go eat a bag of dicks. The old, hey, I'm heading out, do you want some dicks, is another good question to ask.
Settle the records?
Yep, we're gonna settle it up here. Fast Worshipper says, well, you can't pass up such fertile ground. And I would say, you can. You can leave jokes on the table if you want. It's... I don't know. Let's see. We might want this. Oh, I was trying to pull it back to not tap the maze, but then it cast anyway. I guess we get to untap with Teferi's Plus anyway.
that thought.
Doing that allows us to actually Narset.
Keep an open mind.
Yes, there are links in the... I don't know if I made commands for them, but I can find them pretty easily. Also, they're definitely in Discord. If you go to... if you join our Discord, there's a music section that has Spotify playlists of my starting songs of the day and the break songs that I play. Alright, we found Dawn of Hope. Has this got lifelink? No, just a regular old token. I like... Let's treasure map here. We'll carefully untap Maze and a blue source, I guess. Eddie Izzard is fantastic, that's for sure. I don't quite understand the context of how Izzard leveled up your humor other than him being great, but definitely check out the Izzard for some great stuff.
No more getting pushed around.
Untap that, and we'll go ahead and chump the Drover. Keep Teferi healthy. Yeah, that seems good.
That's just what the doctor ordered.
No kidding. Should we do any of this stuff first? I guess we want to draw a card from Teferi first.
No time for a break.
Ooh, and Ugin can come and get Domri too if we need that at some point. I don't think we have the mana for it right now. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 total mana. And then we'll untap 2. So I guess we time wipe. And then search or dawn. Let's go. Or win. Win works. I don't blame them. I think it's hard to recover from that position. That was good. Let's try that again. How do you add to the collaborative playlist? You should be able to just add to it if you are a Spotify user. I'm not sure how that works. I forget. I would Google, how do I add to a collaborative Spotify playlist? And it'll answer better than I can. Ah, I see. Eddie taught you can be hilarious while being clean. Mana is obviously rough in this format too, right? You just got you have your basically 4 dual lands plus evolving wilds, right? So you have 5 lands that can be a source of 2 colors in a 2-color deck, but beyond that you gotta come up with tools to dig and filter. And
you can play a couple things like Rupture Spire.
Yeah, that's true. Rupture Spire count, and you have Palace. So you have Rupture Spire and the Palace one. That
also, don't forget the artifact. That's actually every bit as good as an Untamed Wilds. The Traveler, the one casting costs 1 to activate.
Yeah, the amulet. I would argue that it's distinctly worse than the Wilds, though. It takes up a spell slot and it takes 2 mana to eventually use. So
well, you don't have to take up a spell slot with it.
I mean that. Yeah, it's true. You can call it a land, but the bottom line is it's effectively 2 mana to use, whereas Evolving Wilds is 1 mana to use.
But it brings the land in untapped, which is so.
Yes, at that point, to bring it in untapped in a relevant way, you would have had to spend 2 mana that turn, right?
Yeah, but it's still as good as Rupture Spire, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. So it's in the Rupture Spire class of things. We could play Island to have Veto up, but I don't think we're going to need to veto anything on turn 2, so I'm just going to play the Memorial and play out tapped.
The only thing that they might play would be some sort of discard.
Maybe it's... Just seeing if I actually have... Is it songs? Music? Maybe I didn't take it. All right, I didn't actually make one. It looks like Terramander. I'm going to leave up Veto rather than Prison Realm, a 1/1. We have time to take care of that if we want. We have Cleansing Nova to handle a creature-based assault. Great, we can search and keep that veto up, including countering something if they try to counter this. I think it's worth it to try and go 3 colors in Singleton. I mean, you might as well. I was thinking about, I wonder if base green 5 color is an approach, because you can solve all your mana fixing issues via green and then play just the best stuff there is to offer.
I think I like that approach a lot, Ryan. I've always been a big fan of 5 color green.
Yeah, it just lets you play anything, right?
Yeah, and it's a little bit more flexible in this format than trying to make a viable 3 color mana base.
I don't know if we want to Nova just the one.
That seems like a waste.
Just gonna sit
not
tight.
hurting anybody.
Yeah, this is not doing much, so make them have something here.
You might be in trouble in 5 or 6 turns.
Right. Excuse me. I'm going to take that. I'm fine just continuing to play some reasonable stuff. We're not under a lot of pressure. We have this veto to protect against their spells. Looks like they do have a counter they're thinking about. And yeah, I'm gonna smoke them while I got them here. They haven't shown, I mean, they're blue. They're gonna play other spells, but that's what we've been keeping this up for. Might as well do it. Oh, Oppo, what you got? Fall asleep here. I'm going to do this for auto pass purposes. I don't care.
He may have walked away, no?
Hmm?
I was thinking Oppo may have gone away.
Yeah, maybe so. They may be doing a slow scoop here. I don't know why. I'll keep Ugin. I don't know. Seems good.
No, you don't have the mana for it.
We not yet. I mean, I know we're not playing it next turn, but Ugin just seems great in any matchup. I don't know. Let me see Spotify. Where is this playlist? Share. Well, for whatever it's worth, at least here's the playlist that Canadian is looking to follow and can't figure it out. If anybody can help, go for it. It's really tough. The you know, there's a comment. I really wish the game forced people to play faster. The magic, a fair magic clock that allows people to execute the strategies they want to in a reasonable amount of time is a tough problem. You can say, oh well, you don't need as much time early, but oh man, sometimes that's where you need to tank. You know, it's really tough to tell a Magic player when is the time they need to tank.
This should be fun.
Still not super interested in worrying about that Terramander. Maybe I'm going to regret that at some point, but do this. Acuity. Draw life, or gain life, draw cards. I'm just going to go looking for land itself now.
I'm guessing he's got 2 counter spells in hand. So.
Yeah, maybe we're not resolving Ugin, but let's go look for more land anyway. Didn't find it. We try Prison Realm for Saheeli. Again, as you say, that probably gets it countered. But let's get a counter out of their hand and then see if we can resolve something else next turn. GRS, the thought of taking this to Esper is actually what, I think you could take it to Esper if you want and get some more powerful cards in.
It's a little bit less stable. That's why I've tended to gravitate towards 2-color, but I think you could do it.
Are you running the Plaza, the pay one
I'm not.
tap lands?
There's several cards you could put in there if you put in the secondary counter. Yeah, he's running every count in the book.
Yeah, almost certainly.
If he's running Wizard's Retort, he's got the whole suite in there. So he's got at least 1, if not 2 more in hand.
Yeah, you have to play off curve because of all the tapped lands, but also you get access to like all the wraths, so you can tend to recover.
It's a lot easier in Control to play erratic mana base. You're not. It's hard for an aggro deck to play multicolor like that because you have to hit every drop.
All right, great. They tapped out for us. That's really nice of them.
That was incredibly nice of him. And a sad waste of a good grip of counter spells.
Yeah, we'll take that. That gives us a lot of mana for this turn as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if we wanted it, which allows for...
You could wrath twice.
Yeah, we could wrath twice. Not the most impressive option, I guess, but a fine place to start. Let's wrath aboard. We would kind of want to draw cards off of our treasure anyway, but if there was a good reason to, we could have done that. Yeah, I'm going to draw a card. I didn't think we were going to play anything. I suppose I could have done it before even that resolution in case we wanted to counter it, but I'm going to wait till end of turn now. I don't want to opt for treasure, so we're going to untap.
You want to, if it gives you the extra card you need, it does.
We'll take that. Oops. We'll take that. I want this to be... Oh, it's not 5. I always think it's 5 because it has loyalty 5. Alright, it worked.
The only companion I need is my blade.
Alright, they're blinking that back. That's fine. Did we have... I don't think we had Ugin plus Wanderer. And I guess I'm going to draw then, and then we can... You didn't like that? Oh well, that's what I did. Do we play land this turn? Regardless, I think we want more land, so I'm going to take it. Alright. Wanderer down.
When I'm beat.
Yeah, this looks fun. Red-blue spells, I like it. So what we control? Yeah, we control. I'm going to graveyard that. And transform. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if we want to do 11, which does give us Time Wipe Ugin. Or, yeah, let's do Time Wipe Ugin.
That seems kind of powerful.
What did you switch from, Canadian? I use both Rhapsody, which is now called Napster. They bought the Napster name and slapped it on the Rhapsody product. But I also use Spotify. Spotify is much more connected to, like, to automated systems. And I basically use Spotify on my stream because it works better for that kind of stuff. But I've been a Rhapsody / Napster subscriber since, like, 2001. So, I feel not trapped, but loyal. Alright, that was good enough.
You understand yourself.
Well, your Singleton decks are crushing it, Jay.
I felt like they were pretty good. Would you like to switch into decks that are going to be a bit more challenging?
Maybe we should try. I have about a half hour more before I've got to take off. Let's look at. Well, we can. I want to get. I guess we can do like one more Singleton deck, and then check out the homework, the font deck. So, what do you think? Do you want to switch decks or just do this again?
It's up to you. What do you think?
Let me try, just because I made it and I haven't even tried it yet. This is completely untested.
You sounded excited about your red deck. So.
I don't know about excited, but I just think it's like it's a deck that most people are going to be able to put together at least. So I think this is going to be an example of something you see a lot and can make yourself. And I'm curious how good it plays. You can link it Canadian, and we'll take a look. We can take a glance.
Were you able to... No, that's not looking bad. That doesn't look bad at all.
Well, this looks bad.
Sure.
I think we have to mulligan this, but... Oh, it's the... I forgot, it's the London mulligan. But I think with this, we actually keep 6. And we ditch... Chandra's our most powerful, but we're farthest from her.
I would ditch Chandra.
All right.
The game's going to be over by the time she's relevant with only 1 land. I'm assuming you're only running 20 mountains?
Yeah, something around that. Maybe even lower. I think around 20, though. I think it's probably 20. Because I think with 4 drops, I think I kept at least 20. See, you run sweet stuff like double cast when you're in Singleton.
So I try to keep my standard a little bit higher than that.
A double cast?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with double cast when you're throwing around. All you want is a million pieces of lightning anyway.
Well, there's nothing wrong in some decks, but in this type of deck, your mana's too tight to be able to use it effectively.
What do you mean my mana? Well, I mean, I'm getting mana screwed here, but it's a 2-mana spell. What do you mean mana's too tight to double cast? Like, I get to Shiv and Fire and copy it, or...
It's a 2-mana spell generally, plus another 2-mana spell, which is 4 mana, for which you want a pretty high output in this deck. More so than just another bolt. If I have 4 mana on a turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I want something, either an awesome, massive creature, or all the cards I can eat.
Come on, Oppo. I'm about to scoop myself over here. Just play. I don't think there's a deck size limit, except the standard 60-card minimum. Man, Singleton decks are hard to evaluate. I mean, I'm looking at your deck, Canadian, and it's like, looks good. It's like a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm sort of in the same boat too, Canadian. I'm taking a quick look at it, and my only concerns with it, compared to the green-black that I posted, yours looks like it's trying to be more aggressive, and you're not going to get consistent early pulls because you don't have enough 1 and 2 drops. What I would try and do is try and match the mana curve a little bit better. It's going to hurt because you're going to have to take some tier 2 cards and put them in there, but you've just got to get more 1 and 2 drops to get the early pressure. Otherwise, the life hurdle will be too much. So that's sort of my initial observation. If you prefer to grind your opponents out, go with the complete mid-game variant, then. Get rid of the early drop stuff. Get rid of Gutter Bones. Get rid of Laztep Weaver. I guess you keep the Ors, how he's got Death Touch, but get rid of the Priest. Yeah, for to start the deck at about 3 casting cost other than the elf.
If you care about this list, I do have it shareable. Again, this is the... I never even played it. I just put it together and was trying it. Didn't I? Oh, I put it on here, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. Where is it? Oh, well. I guess I don't have this deck as available as I thought. What are we looking at? Paradise Druid we can't do anything about. Let's Lava Coil the Collector now. Yeah, we'll light up the stage.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax the chumps like a candle. Dance!
Alright, double cast not looking so hot right there. But, no, actually it'll work, right? Because it's the reverse order. That's cool. I actually like that. We're gonna play a land. We're gonna double cast, which will trigger spectacle, and then I can take out the boar face. Granted, it's a god, so it will be back, but maybe we can do something in the meantime.
Hopefully he'll give you something to use the Daredevil on.
Yeah, open the gates even would be
There
fine.
you go.
Something, you know, gets us to help Bladewing mana.
Mm-hmm.
Five-color meme deck incoming. Who knows where they're headed with all that mana, but probably big things. So if we get this to X of 2, we can... Oh, we only have sorceries, so gotta get some instants there. That's an instant. Let's try get there eventually. And actually, the Dire Fleet helps with that. Let's go get some extra land. Oh, did he shuffle away? Did they shuffle away the god? Yeah, I guess they shuffled away the god with that. That's all right too, like that. What enchantment doesn't exile as a form of removal? Like, I mean, pacifism or whatever. You know, the just blue. Yeah, luminous bonds, tap it down, blue spells, that kind of thing. Well, that thing's got to die. Hopefully we... Alright, that thing can die. Oh no, I don't want to kick. Just want the single... We can risk factor whenever. They're not counter magic deck. And I'll attack. If they want to trade Dire Fleet for Druid, that's fine. Which was what they get if they double block.
That looks like there's time there.
Now I'll do risk factor.
I
Varix
agree.
is,
It's better to sit.
risk factor into finale means we probably don't even have to play Varix this game. I love the electrostatic field build of mono red in the normal queues and just in standard. I play that a lot. Oh, yeah, you get that. There's nothing much we can do about it. I guess we do this in case for some reason they give us 3 cards and we find instant speed burn that we want to use. Okay, we've got X of 2 on Finale if we want. Can't get Risk Factor, but we could get Shivan Fire and Double Cast or Lava Coil. And Lava Coil gets this, and Shivan Fire gets that, so let's do it. I think that's fine. Boom, 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 boom.
Why am I not playing electrostatic fields in my mono red build?
I don't know. Maybe now you'll start. It's great.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this and it's like, how could I have missed that? Now I want to go work on the red deck again.
Yeah.
I thought I had put that one down. Man, that's going to be awesome.
And it does, it's great. It's the reason I play a lot of the field is it's great against mono red. Like it just
Right.
it blocks the aggro stuff they're trying to do while picking them off, you know?
No, it's full of awesome here. I mean, that was, wow. I feel dumb for have missed it.
Oh, that's right. I had it for, I could have done that differently. That's all right. I think we're in good shape here. So they have to give us cards. I think we just win from here. Go to face, creature or planeswalker. Nope. Almost. We can get him to 1 just by casting this, but let's also kill the Whisperer.
But you then killed him also as well by tapping it. Oh no, it's 2.
Not yet, but so that was, again, this is completely untuned. This was me going through, snapping up. Hey, Mobius. Mobius is hosting. Thank you for that, buddy. Anyway, I just threw this together without too much thought. Just clicked every red card I thought made reasonable sense and then left it at about 20 land. That felt about right. Yeah, these Singleton decks are just hard to look at because there's so much information. This is probably a cut, actually. I got pretty sloppy. You're not often going to reveal. I should cut that.
How many pirates do you have?
Hard to say, but not a bunch. Like, we have the Firebrand, the one we played, the Daredevil, but then I don't think much else.
That's too few.
Yeah, so I cut that. Let's go back to this view to see what we might add.
The way that I tend to look at it is trying
I think this is what I meant to add. This was the one that this is fine as a possible one. Or you could do Reckless Rage. Oh, you can. We can take a look. 2 pirates, yeah, not enough. But it's, and there's a bunch of things I could, like, we don't like this, fine, we'll take it out. No, can't do it that way. Take out the double cast, put in Dismissive Pyromancer.
You're not playing the Dread Horde.
Well, because I did the count there as well. How many things are we happy to be returning with Dread Horde? We've got Crash Through.
Right.
Sprint. I just added the Rage. That's shot, so there just wasn't much to...
Warlord's Fury. But the difference here is he's still a 1/3 for 2.
Yeah. What do you want to cut?
You do have the ability to pump him.
It was basically my last cut where I was like, I just don't, that all this dude is basically a 1/3 for 2 with occasionally sometimes does stuff. We can put it in. I'm down with
Giant
that.
Growth in. Put the red Giant Growth in if you need to.
The attackers?
The red white one. It's just red in this deck.
Oh, this one?
That one. No one expects it.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, this shock value of that card is really high.
I hate Spear Spewer. I'm going to cut that.
Good. I hate them too.
Again, it's like I played Spear Spewer at one point, so click. You know, that's kind of what my mentality about this one was.
Would you look at artifacts and the 1 and 2 casting costs?
That's another thing I didn't really do is look at artifacts for this deck.
Also, your land, I suspect, isn't optimal.
Probably correct. Again, this was clicking on red cards and hitting submit with basically no tuning, figuring that we could do exactly this. Do some tuning now. Probably want a blast zone.
We definitely want the man land.
Where's that one?
And
Mobilized district.
We also want the scry land.
We have a chain whirler, so you just don't want to go bonkers nuts, but you have a lot of room to play there.
I tend to go 3 when I have a chain whirler.
Yeah.
But no more.
And do you like 20 total, though?
So I tend to play a little more land than that, but especially
for me, it's curve based and best of one based. You know, like
yeah,
this is all...
best of one. Well, given that it's best of one, you can get by with 20. This is one of those ones where I hate to say it, but I really like 61 better because I can sneak an extra land just to give it a little bit more of an edge.
Fine, just for you, Jay, and because again, I don't. This is the where I'm all about not worrying about sweating that particular detail as well. Mobius suggests run amok. You can. So trouble is run amok is on attacking creature only, right? So you can't do the trick of cast it main phase and then cast it again in combat. But here, I'll do to share with everyone, because nobody can handle the 61 but you, Jay. So I'm going to go like this.
You'd also take out the barrage, which is... I've never really gotten good value out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to. I was just looking at things that did damage, right? So we could take out barrage. What else do we... is justifiable or defensible? There's that runner I suggested. You know, it frequently is a 2/2 first strike.
He's kind of erratic though. He's a 2/2 first
Very
strike
erratic.
that's slow.
Dodger.
The War Boss is great. Oh, you've got Krenko. Then I'm really glad you have the Giant Growth. You have the Giant Growth, and you've got the Haste +2/+1 Scry.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we can even do the one that Mobius was suggesting. It doesn't have the same trick, but it does work with the Krenko, so we could do that. That's this one. Run amok.
Which one? So one thing we might want to do, I don't know if it works in the format.
It doesn't work with Krenko either, though. Hold on, wait a second. Yeah. I think we take out that, but we could do something like, a Sure Strike, even a Crown. Let's see.
There's also the one that has that you can play from your discard, which I thought might be good. The +1/+1 and haste with discard a card to play it again.
Oh, it doesn't like the slash. Haste.
Yeah.
What? This one.
Maximum velocity. That's it.
Okay, I'm in.
It's really neat to have it in the because you can pop it out of the discard and just does all sorts of cool tricks.
The enchantment that cares about 1 power creatures is we're not that dedicated here. I'd rather do a dedicated, test build deck around that. Let's try this as a new stepping point for this deck, and I'm going to let's see. I got to go to decks, export, and give me 1 second, and I can share this with everybody. I just want to put it in our system.
Canadian Banefire I like, but I really would want to see him up to 23, 24 land.
Upload new deck. Okay, set as current. View it. Boom. All right, here is the deck we just submitted, and we'll give it a run here before we look at the font deck and before I sign off. Oh wait, it might... Did it get... I think this should have the updated one, right? Or did it keep...
Unless you submit it, you had to resubmit it.
I don't know if I resubmitted though in my ordering. Well, let's see what happens. We just need to find something that we put in or find something we took out, and then that'll answer our question.
I don't think it loaded just because of what I saw you do.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think this is what screwed me up last week.
On the plus side, it looks like he's going to correct
To
you
the
also.
extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
Yeah, there we go. We cut
one.
that. All right, so let's quit so we can at least try the new deck.
And that was certainly the only reason. It wasn't because we were going to scoop one turn forward, whether we liked it or not.
Oh yeah, we were
We had
a
that game.
heavy favorite to win that one, I'm sure. That should work. In this one, in these events you can, not in the enter for money events, no. Of course, we got our Blast Zone and Chain Whirler, but that's all right. We're going to keep this anyway. We've got
You also don't have
Firebrand
to
into
land
Profit.
yet.
Always bolt the bird.
So it didn't matter.
Yep, we got there anyway.
That was nice of him. Or her.
Yes. Okay, well, they're stuck on land too, so that was a good thing we took out their elf.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get them on...
Just
She's-
hard skewer.
Yeah, we should skewer it, right?
Although I guess that card isn't going to fetch friends in this format.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of wasted it on a grizzly bear, but...
I just sort of realized, wow,
We'll
that card
keep
is
that.
way less scary.
I like it, though. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to keep the druid.
So you have a trick that's going to be available.
Yeah, I'm
Because
thinking
you'll
we
get right.
play this, and then we Heartfire their block, and Krenko lives, and all that.
You hardfire with the token that Krenko makes.
Right. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll set up that play.
Although you're also going to probably need to play the Charbelcher to kill the
Chain Whirler, you mean?
chain.
You
Well, sorry, the chain.
old school player, you.
Yeah. To kill the whatever that 2/1 on hexproof is.
Yeah, the Paradise Druid.
Paradise Druid.
Canadian, they're more consistent. In the regular queues, I don't think the consistency of mana is one of the strengths of mono decks, but it doesn't make them better or worse in a given meta inherently. It's just a factor that affects that scale, that assessment. If they figure it out, they might double block, but probably not. I think we get them here. And I'm even going to do this so that it looks like maybe we're just suiciding this in. Oh, yeah, I guess we can.
You don't need to do that. You could just play the chain wielder and let the guy go.
I don't want to let him go.
Yeah, but killing an elf is more important than anything else.
Nah. I'm going to do it this way. I'm enamored with this
It's a nice
Cranko.
trick.
I'm going to live or die by this Cranko. If we lose to a 5-drop now or whatever, so be it. Ooh, and that's good
really
with
good.
Cranko.
That's really good with Cranko. If you enjoy it the first time, you'll like it even better the second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We love it. Oh, yeah, I should have full control and killed it before blockers for sure. Well, darn it. Thus ends the party. I guess we can go 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get it to 5.
So I would consider playing Chandra and then top decking a land.
Does that work? We can play... Yeah, we can play it if it's land. Okay. I'm in. Let's top deck a land. This'll help.
I knew you needed my help. Let's light it up.
Nope. But this may make Ferox come at Chandra, which could reopen a Cranko attack. Because they gotta go at Chandra or else we're gonna make them suffer. Oh, they get trample on the Ferox. That's really good. That's a nice combo. Oh, but they didn't go for that. So let's see if we can find a land this time.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you
There
burning.
it is.
Found a land. We have Finale. Let's see if we can get rid of the... So we have Heartfire and Skewer. That's good.
You also have the ability to play the chain wielder and kill the 2/1.
Yeah, so I'm really afraid of... I'm not as afraid of the Druid now. I'm afraid of Terror allowing Ferox to take out our Chandra. So I'm going to go with the Finale play and take out this Terror. What do they got in here? Nothing. We're going to send you away for now, sir. Or ma'am.
I think it's matey.
It's a little... Maybe we shouldn't... I'm going to do it. Whatever. It's just a token.
Yeah.
Token was a good chump for the Ferox is all. Alright, well now we gotta go back and look at this again. Oops. Nothing there, but we can velocity it. That's kind of fun. I don't know if it's good. We're still facing this Ferox. I'm gonna say it's fun but not good in this spot. Banneret might actually be good because we can eventually get it pumped enough to trade with the Ferox.
You can haste it out.
Yeah, that's true. And that should be enough.
So that should be good. It also combos slightly with the Goblin Initiate, although... Or whatever.
We could send in Krenko and create 3 tokens and accept him as being kind of done. I like that, actually, because...
Oh, sure, now you'll get rid of Franco.
Well, things
Not
changed.
what I was doing.
Things changed. It's a different board state.
When I wanted to get rid of Franco, I would have kept us from getting to this board state.
Magic's hard, what can I say? At least there's no gems on the line. Yikes! That's fun. Oh, you're coming at me? Okay, we'll wait then. I don't need to block that, per se. I think we're in trouble, though. Mono Red can't do much about a 12-12 trample.
Chandra first.
Yeah. Except, I don't know if there's a thing in the deck that actually solves the problem.
Enough lightning bolts?
Yeah, 3 other lightning bolts.
Actually, you can win this.
Yeah, how do we do that?
So the way you win this is you're able to take 1 hit from the big dinosaur. You can chump block the little one.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get out sufficient opposing force to keep him in fear. So
Banneret, Chain Whirler?
Chain Wielder first. Kill the 2-1. We can cast the bolt here.
Yeah, get him to 10.
So, yeah, bolt him to the dome so he's in fear.
Do we need anything specific? Does that help?
Um,
It's 2 extra damage, but are we...
But it's 2 extra... 1, 2, 3...
It may matter.
It may matter.
We have 5 life. We have 5 mana, so let's keep it. I think it's better than a random underneath.
I think you you keep one of the 1/1s back, and you hit him for
2. Get him to 8.
Yeah, get him to 8. You don't have to have enough to kill him. You just have to have enough to make him think you can kill him.
Keep him back.
Right, you just want to scare him enough not to go charging in, which may or may not work, but it's worth a try. Oh, he's got to hit Chandra.
Right.
Otherwise, you do make it. You do get there. Yeah, actually, you may be advantaged here, as crazy as that sounds.
We just got to get Blast Zone to 12.
There are very few things Red can't solve with a lightning bolt.
No matter how subtle the wizard, a knife in the back will seriously cramp their style.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just get it, right?
See, he's just, yeah, Oppo's dead here. Boom.
Yeah! They didn't even want to see it. They're like... Chandra's a powerful magic card. Now, Valhallas, we will choose peace. Now we choose peace. All right, so 135. Let's switch to the homework deck, and then I'm going to sign off.
Although I kind of need to know what's for homework for next week.
Oh yeah, well you can start talking about that. Actually, I haven't really eaten since a tiny bit this morning. Why don't I go get a beverage and a quick snack, and then we'll finish it out, and you can work with chat on homework.
Sure.
Hold on a second here. I'm going to mute.
All right. So anyone have?
Wait, sorry, I got to interrupt. There's a couple agony deck here. Which one am I? You want to bring them both in? Or?
The important one is Enchant Agony.
Okay.
Cavalcade of Calamity. I have to look up and see what that thing is. What card is that? Fiddles? Oh, the 1 power less attacks. It's not a bad card thought. It's one that I haven't really worked with. Yeah, that's... So I haven't really worked with it. I haven't seen it be pushed. I don't know if it can, but hopefully it's pushable. Wolves and Tulsamore would be neat. Is Arcane Adaptation... So one card that was similar, there's a card that I was looking at the other day and wondering why people weren't playing with it. It's a blue and 2. 1,000-Year Storm was a good suggestion last week and is a good suggestion this week. There's a blue 2 enchantment that lets you set aside your entire hand and work from there. Basically, you redraw the number of cards, and when that enchantment goes away, you redraw. Induced Amnesia. That is the name of it. I've lost my ability to remember card names after working in R&D. They went and never came back. How strong? It does Valhalla's, but that doesn't... I don't know that it's too slow to be legitimate. There may be some way to get it inside of appropriate time frames. I mean, it certainly can just be a kill card. Jettage, yeah, that's one of the thoughts that I had. Broxa is maybe my favorite card. I haven't, so. So let's see, any other cards that people are interested in? So, 1,000-Year Storms, Induced Amnesia, Cavalcade of Calamity, Wolves Wholesomer. Drew, is there a specific card in there you're thinking of? We've built a few things that played with the colors, but I don't know if we've met, and we've done a lot of stuff with counters specifically.
What have we decided? So
we had a bunch of suggestions, and I don't know that if I have control for polls. So,
no, I can make a poll here.
Cavalcade of Calamities was one.
Call that Cav.
Right. 1,000-Year Storm.
1,000.
I don't know if it was just me that was interested in Induced Amnesia, I don't want to be pushing it if that's not something y'all are interested in.
That's why we're voting. We can put it on
Um,
there.
Sure. Did I say the Wolves Tulsimer?
Wolf Tulsimir?
Yeah.
I'll call that Wolf. All right, so Cavalcade, Thousand Year Storm, Amnesia, or Wolf. You'll see the options.
Mm-hmm.
This is for next week's homework, and in the meantime, I will load up the deck we're talking about. Oh, that's not right. Need to go back here.
I don't know if you if you meant to start the poll there or not.
Oh, I did. Did it not? Did it not work?
I didn't see it in the channel.
Huh. Why didn't that work? I'll figure it out in a sec. Oh, no, nobody's voting? It's going.
Interesting. Okay.
And nobody cares. I guess you get to choose.
Well. A wolf is the winner with 1 vote.
Oh, it didn't add vote. It didn't. Did something screw up? I don't know what happened there.
Some people did try to vote, and
Maybe there were too many? Okay, then we'll do a manual vote. You all have the next handful of 20 seconds or whatever to enter in one of those votes just manually right now, and we'll tally it by hand.
well, looks like we got 2 for 1,000 and 1 10,000. Okay. So just a quick couple of notes on font before we get started too far into the deck. So I started off looking at the traditional way, which was going with sort of the white-black. The problem is it just was worse than white weenie, and there's too much control out there, and you can't afford the life against red decks. So the white-black, the way that it was sort of obviously set up to look, didn't work. I then did something that I quickly realized was bad, but was kind of a funny story. I tried to go blue-black until I realized Soul Diviner wouldn't remove counters from it because it only takes them from lands, planeswalkers, or creatures, not enchantments. Which was very sad because I thought the deck had possibility.
That's a weird condition. I wonder, were they worried? What were they worried about?
I think they just were sloppy templating. I'm going to hunt down Glenn and ask him. Glenn's one of the editors was one of the editors. So then I started looking, more into Adapt, and that actually worked pretty well enough that I put that deck in, although we're not pulling it in, basically modifying the Adapt deck to take a little bit more damage and pay more life, and you use this as creature removal because you gain so much life off of the green-black engine. And then I realized somewhere along the way that there were a couple of rules for designing around Font of Agonies. You need to have some way to make it good against creatureless, and oddly, the way you make it good against creatureless is you have a way to blow it up for a card, which is pretty easy. It's then an efficient way to just have an extra permanent, and then this sort of fit into the Enchantress theme along with a couple of other cards, and suddenly it hit a really solid synchronicity. And the deck came out, and it was so good. It's like, I'll take this into a tournament and see how it's playing. And sure enough, this morning I had a chance to run one tournament with it, and it went 7-2. And I'm using 2 fonts. I could have used 3. It's really a hard cut one, but it's at the 2.5 cusp for the right number. But it actually is the right card in the deck. I've used it repeatedly to kill creatures, and when they're not playing with enough creatures, I just feed it to the Viraxa, or it pops out an extra card. I mean, people actually go out of their way to destroy it against this deck, which I found hilarious. I couldn't believe someone mortified it over all the other good targets.
If you're playing it, it must be the linchpin, right?
Well, I killed 2 of their creatures with it. In all fairness, it was, targeted terror. So I couldn't complain too much, and
I'm chewing and muting, but I'll be with you shortly.
so one of the neat cards that worked really well, Oath helps give you the life you need to play with it. Did the sideboard get put into the main? I think I thought the amulet was in the sideboard. It does use, and it has 2 cards and an artificer, very minor subset. You're muted, Ryan.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Let's see. Figured it out. Oh wait, I just want to kill that one now. Going to delete. All right, now it should be what you were expecting. And I'll give it that name again. Let's see. That, and I'll update the Stream Decker as well. Give me 1 second. Let's delete, remove.
Solid enough.
Font deck, save that. All right, we'll keep that then. All right, here's the real deck. This has the sideboard properly separated out, and I guess we forest.
I don't see it in the chat channel, but maybe that's me. I see it in the one you typed, but not in the stream itself. Yes, definitely kill. Don't worry about the extra card.
Kill it.
Make it die. Doesn't that feel good, though?
Yeah.
The other nice thing is they almost always charge into your Karn or Viraxa, which means even more life.
Ooh, bummer. But if we get a land coming up, we could still recover here, but you don't want to falter against mono red. That's no good.
But you did play 3 points of damage prevention.
Yep.
2 points of damage prevention.
A little tight on the mana here. But if they don't overwhelm us here, we can still recover. We'll see.
I'm not sure if I would have played that here.
Oh, really? I just was figuring we'd play whatever we have, and
Actually, it's reasonable too. It gives you an option for rocks if you need it, or
what would the alternate line be? We can't literally play anything, so what would we be holding it for?
so just to trigger an extra card draw after an enchantress.
Oh yeah, well, so if we had the enchanter, that would be nice, but we got to find one before that even matters, right?
Actually, a 4th land is what he needed.
Yeah, I think we're done here, but hardly representative when you don't hit 4 here.
Which is a shame because we have the game.
Yeah, it was good looking hand if we just picked up some land.
1 land.
Yeah. Looks fine.
See, here is, don't start off with it. Come in with that tap.
Yeah. This I understand. Yeah, we're gonna wait on these, or try at least. Do this tapped again since we're still not doing anything.
Interestingly, this is one where it was a bit of a choice, because playing it out, if you didn't have the enchanters in the hand, I would have said to play it out and put the 2 counters on it immediately.
Right.
As it is, we got another thing that has to die on the spot.
So we just do we
Gotta
have
kill it.
Gotta kill it. All right. I thought maybe since we weren't mono red, we could wait.
The nice thing is, if you draw a land, you'll get a cantrip out of the font.
Yeah, we just get enchanter into font if we untap our land here, or have an untapped land on the top.
You know what he's playing now? He's playing the Citadel deck.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of a signature card for it.
So save this for the Citadel then? This is creature.
creature.
Yeah.
You can't take the Citadel out with it.
No, we can't. Oh, and we do draw here, so that's fine. That's great.
Yep. You might even get 2 bonus draws if you pull land.
No, this is a 3-land deck. Oh, there's one.
There's one.
Well, Citadel's going to be rough. We need the binding for the Citadel, right?
Binding you want for the Citadel.
We could drop Vraska and take out Ranger. Satyr Enchanter, another font, draw a couple.
That's not a bad plan either.
Yes. I like that. Help us find a 5th land, Eldest Reborn unlocks, and that could be handy.
That may give him enough to go off. Probably does.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from here.
There's still a chance he gets stuck with lands on the top, but it's got unlikely.
Does this look like a stock list to you? I've never actually faced the
Yeah,
deck
this is a
before.
stock list.
Like having the path and. We could scoop, but I kind of like. I want to see this deck go off. I've never, like I said, never played it before.
Although he does have the ability to mess it up.
That's a fun card to go off with, though, gotta say. We got this. Don't worry about it.
What he's hunting for is...
Yeah, what wins the
another
game here?
Tapping the Citadel, then playing another one, then recurring them.
Sure. Except we're at 23. They don't even get us with 2.
Now they're gonna have to do this 3 times.
It's funny, when I was working on Arena, I needed to design, I was in charge of designing the kind of pre-built, the decks you get for free when you log in, when you join. And I was like, well, I don't want them to be too good, but they need to be balanced against each other. It was a tough challenge, but then I was like, oh, well, at that point in time, this wasn't a thing. Like, Wild Growth Walker wasn't really a competitive concern in Standard. I was like, oh, Golgari's got some good stuff going on here with Wild Growth Walker, and I played all these cards that I thought were underpowered, and it ended up clearly being the best deck, and then it started to take over. Then Wild Growth Walker took over Standard after that, and I was like, oh, okay, it was actually just a great card. With the Gaia's blessing, I guess we just scoop here. I don't know how they screwed up from here, right? This isn't very good television. We see how it goes off now. All right, you got it, dude. You got it, Jiggler. I'm gonna play this a couple more times, at least till we get a good showing out of it, and then
At least we get 4
wrapping it
lands
up.
in a row.
Yes. Mr. Dude, I think we can drop the they pronoun against this opponent. Don't have Oath yet. We had Oh, we do. Sorry, we had. I thought that was a different. Didn't see the black. So this looks actually great. Only problem is we don't have anything yet on 2, which can be pretty put you far back against mono red on the play. But the Oath is really nice.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
I guess we play the Grove. That's nice. I didn't notice that. Got him good on the
They pulled
worst.
the absolute worst cards for the light up.
Yeah, worst lighted up the stage ever. Now we'll take out Lava Runner with Oath.
That seems good.
We could wait a turn, except they're just going to kill the Enchanter if we play him, probably. Yeah, I'm just going to do this.
I would.
Don't mess
The other
around.
reason is you're sort of hoping for a Varaxa here, because so that you can get them to charge into it and get 3 more life.
Mm-hmm. No 4s, so
Or
we'll
1 drop.
tap a... Enter that tapped, and we'll throw Benalia down. I'm not getting this value here, but it's because we're against red. I'm just assuming they have the tools to destroy creatures, and so I'm trying to present them with some less important ones.
Yeah, this is just getting tempo back, and playing that card, History of Benalia, gets you a ton of tempo. Proof and point.
Yep. We've been whirled. I still don't have 6 mana for a 2-spell turn, but now we'll go Tapped Shrine, play an Enchanter, chump if we have to, but next turn we
I
can
would
play...
have gone the other way, but either one's fine.
You would have played the Realm?
Probably, but either way it's fine. I think you're in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, I'm just I know that, like, at least next turn we go Satyr, Realm, and get 1 draw, and if this lives, we get 2. Then we're at 12 life, 2 cards, these on the board. I feel pretty good. In this case, though, I'm just going to chump.
I would chump.
Realm is going to take out the Chain Whirler anyway, unless they play something better. Huh, they've played something better. What do you know?
But you can't realm the other.
Oh, that's right. We think of this as typical O-ring, but it's not. It is not.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
So, Enchanter, drop Forest, play Realm, at least take out the Chain Whirler.
Yes.
And
there are
then-
good things to get Karn. You have a full Karn sideboard. So the question is to think about what we want to get. You've got a couple of things that will... There's a nice card for you.
Don't need 2 though.
They make 1/1s. You do need
Oh,
two.
that's true. I could have kept it there.
It's 2 cards and a 1/1 lifelink. That's
Right,
the really
right.
important part.
Well, I put it on the bottom because there's something even better underneath. You'll see.
Oh, good.
And no attack here though. Still a concern. Do we have anything in the Karn package that helps
Oh,
with
in the
it?
Karn package, the first thing I would go for is the 6-drop thing that up their casting cost, or the Meteor Golem
Right.
to blow up the enchantment.
Could take an extra 2 to draw. Yeah, I'm going to take the extra
You
2
have
so
to
we can
take
draw.
I've seen some interesting fights go where you actually have to exhaust their deck.
No, that horse is out of the barn, but go for it. Does that matter, though? I think that's not what we're doing this turn. We're going to play Karn. Although we can play a tapped land if we're not doing anything else.
First, and we'll see what we're getting.
Yeah.
I battle for the forces of good. My purpose is greater than myself.
So there's the statue that you suggested.
The statue is really strong. The 3-drop is really strong, and you can also get the land or the life. I would not.
If we take the compass, we could play it right now.
Compass and scare them. The compass is almost a semi-bluff, but go ahead and take it. And then play a tap land and drop it out. They're going to think you're going to try and life race you, and this will get them to charge Khan.
Good point.
And he's not at all the way you're going to win. But they don't know that.
Oh, they looked at Oath of Kaya. Darn it, they figured it out. Maybe. Who knows if they actually read.
Well, what they're probably thinking is you've got a bunch of them and you're just going to life them. Ah, that was good. They had a bunch of
There
revolt.
are greater battles to fight.
I'm not blocking here in case we get extra help so that it can actually take something out instead of chump.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
That was not a great draw.
No.
Might be dead. Against Frenzy, probably dead. We got these to square off against. They get at least... They're on 6 right now, so I'm assuming we're dead here. Wow, okay. Well, blocking everything. Not much choice. Pyromancer, Pyromancer, burn, burn.
It's my turn. Sit back and watch it
Oppo
burn.
plays like me, dropping a mountain and then activating Chandra. I think we're waiting to die here, but I'm kind of curious. Do we have any sweepers, or can we untap and wipe their board?
Don't have any direct sweepers. So... I don't think there are any else that I can come up with.
All right, well, let's get rid of this. This be done here then, and all right, we're gonna give it one more shot. I believe.
You should. It was performing much better earlier today against the same opposition.
Right. Do we want to play this Bloodfast on curve because we can, or do we want to wait for the enchanter? Given the
So the Oppo played a blue-white.
a
They're
control
probably
land.
control. I would play that out immediately, so that they can't make you discard it.
And since they're showing control, we
Yeah,
could
this
play...
is a critical card. That's the reason.
All right, well, we're going to do this.
As weird as it sounds, that card often just beats them.
Yeah,
you're
against control. Getting that down.
One of the 2 games I lost, I made the wrong decision playing that. I held it for exactly this purpose, and they made me discard it.
Mm.
Oh, even better, you have the creature kill combo.
What's the combo?
Font of Agonies and the other enchantment.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
other one lets you burn life. Pays life.
Oh, this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah,
Still
the
getting used to it
Blood
all.
Feast is pay 2 life, which means put 2 counters.
I'll go... We'll do this. If they don't destroy this enchanter, it's going to do some great work next turn.
And even if they do, you want to really play your cards. So they're probably playing the black, white, blue version, the one that uses Teferi to bounce that enchantment back and forth.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Oh, well.
Nope. That's just, yeah, doing a bolt to the dome probably isn't worth it. I might have drawn a card. You're going to be killing planeswalkers with those.
Yeah, good point. That was a bad play. I'm just kind of... I forgot about activating that as an option, honestly. But new pilot, bear with me. At least for this deck. Let's start with a draw here, then.
Yeah. Free cards. That's kind of nice. Give them some pressure.
I think I played it because I was like, oh, we have 2, I'll just throw out 1, and then we can play the other one later, and they're legendary. But yeah, there's no reason not to wait on that.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
It's a sorcery lightning healer.
Well, that was an interesting choice. We can... I guess Narset says we can't draw. That's okay, though. Kazmina, also annoying. But let's see. Should we font and then oath and then... Yeah, let's do font. No, we don't have... Yeah, we're going to do...
I would hold the font here. I would probably just draw a card. No, you can't draw.
Right.
You have to kill the things you can draw.
Kill Narset so we can draw?
Yep. Kill Narset.
Is that more important than Time Rattler, then?
Absolutely.
All right. It doesn't really matter.
I won't forget our time together.
And draw a free card in case. That'll help.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Join my cause.
Oh, we did have a good use for the font out on the table.
How's that?
Oh, to kill the 2/2s.
Kill this, yeah. Well, still can.
Well, they'll probably chump with it.
Yeah, a lot of... let's see. So we'll make him chump by attacking either one of these planeswalkers, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kasmina, you're annoying. Did you ever get people playing red, triggering oath, realizing what just happened, and scooping in response?
Yes.
Like, oops, right. Static abilities. We're gonna let that go. Okay, so...
I would
can't...
see if let's see if we can what we get.
draw?
Well, no. See what we get with the big enchantment. I don't know they have counter spells. A lot of the counter spells are really out of fashion. Gotta be fairy. They only have one other out now at this point.
Defeat.
They have to pull their other one.
I guess we could still draw.
Just wait and draw. Draw the nth step.
Okay. Dodge any hand disruption.
Which they should have. They've got black and blue silver.
My students are loyal geniuses.
I guess that's another reason to have dropped out the font. It's the only thing they can duress out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in response, draw a card.
Well, it'll be the first on the turn, but sure.
No, you won't be able to draw afterwards.
No, it's one. Draw more than one card each turn, and it's their turn. So.
Oh, you're right, it is.
But whatever. I'll do it for the auto tap alone.
I have practiced against many things. I have just the trick for this.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
That can take out Narset.
Mm-hmm.
I leave the Golgari now. I grow I have reached my limit.
And where are we at? We have 4 total. We can do it both this time. I suppose start
Draw a
here.
card first. Yeah. That makes it easy to decide. Drop one, hold one.
Any reason to just play 2 to get it out of our hand?
Given get an enchantress.
Sure. I was thinking get it out of our hand before they strip it, but that's fair as well.
Yeah. It's sort of a 6-1, half dozen the other.
I'll say no attacks here. I like our Planeswalker better than theirs now.
Mm-hmm. And of course, our Planeswalker can take care of an extra font if we have one we're not using.
That's right.
Warrior Queen Necromancer. Nice. Putrid, but effective.
Oh, well.
For now. Hone your control.
I almost wonder if you can make a Turbo Elder spell deck.
What would you want to do with that?
Play out Liliana and use her ultimate on the first turn you play it.
Sure. Draw some cards. And there's already one out there, but we'll play the other to draw.
Sure. Think of it as cycling.
I feel in trouble, though.
A little bit. We're under pressure. Although, if they don't make you discard, you'll turn off their Liliana's next.
So, given that, I think we should just trade
They're gonna
one.
Well, trade one.
Trade 1, and I mean, their control, kind of almost our life total doesn't matter as long as it's above 0.
They were a lousy servant anyway. This looks like a fun new toy.
We keep getting rid of them, they keep coming back.
Before action.
Yeah, I guess that does something here. That's a lot of planeswalkers to power through here.
Definitely convert. If they let you.
I guess we transform because we're certainly not doing the other side. Well, what can we do here with Karn? Let's find out.
Sadly, Karn can't get an Eldritch spell.
No. Can it get anything that solves? No, there's no colorless sweepers or anything. We could get the, I guess we have to, yeah, then we're dead to the...
You could turn off all the planeswalkers.
Yeah, but then we're dead to their creatures.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't have even played Karn, but
Didn't really matter.
I think if Karn wasn't the right play, we were just certainly dead anyway.
Right. Yeah, there's no out here.
All right.
But at least you get to see how the deck works.
Yeah. No, this is not... I didn't feel like we were just getting completely rolled over. We just missed some of the right tools in the matchups we were in there. We got a little Mana Screwed, another one. I think it's got potential. I want to play a little more.
Yeah, I appreciated the way that the fonts actually felt like a contributing part of the deck for a card that's otherwise so unplayable.
Do we figure out what next week's is?
I think it was 1,000.
Thousand Year Storm?
1,000 Year Storm.
Ooh, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
I'm actually pretty optimistic about this one.
All right.
So,
I believe you.
do we have a new format for next week to also look at?
Oh, yeah, let's check that out. We should look at the calendar for that. I guess that's in this menu here. Event calendar.
My humble home.
No. You stop that. We don't want to hear from
Here's
you.
just a few of the many resources out there.
Okay, we are on 6-7, so we're looking at part 4 counters. What does that mean?
That's the... I don't know what format that is.
Commence the endgame, it says. What is this? Commence the endgame. The Elder spell has been cast. With every Planeswalker's death, the core of their being soars toward Bolas, fueling his ascension to godhood. Ravnikins and Planeswalkers alike must mount a new counterattack before it's too late. But it doesn't... Oh, overview. Format. Here we go. Format. Counters. Here we go. I'll show it to you, Jay, on screen here. Bring a 60-card deck that loves counters. At the end of each turn, planeswalkers you control get an additional loyalty counter, and creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter on it get an additional +1/+1 counter. If you control no creatures with a +1/+1 counter on them and no planeswalkers, amass 1. All right.
Interesting.
So that's... you can either... I find you either attack these by going all in on the thing they're telling you to do, or asking yourself, given what deck that produces, how do I come at it ignoring that thing and just attacking the meta of people going all in on that thing, right?
Absolutely. I don't know how much you can go against planeswalkers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could go creatureless, but then what if you're going creatureless and planeswalkerless to try and somehow dodge the meta? What are you actually doing?
Right, because the obvious deck is Super Duper Friends.
Oh, hey, chat. I was wondering if people were just being quiet or if there was something wrong or what. What's up?
Oh, that's what happened.
For just so you know, here's what we're looking at. This is the format that is going to be available next week. And so, in addition to thinking about Thousand Year Storm, Jay is going to, I am too, going to think about how to approach a deck under these counters rules. So, see how that goes.